So I'm taking out the garbage, minding my own business. My dad comes up on the window. He gives me a freaking jump scare. Thanks, Dad. He just comes up to the window. I didn't know he was there. I was just minding my own business, walking in the rain, making some friends with the sky, and, he just comes up and just goes, "Rrr." It wasn't like that. He makes a very potent scream, and I'm just like, I don't get scared easily, but when someone comes out of nowhere and screams in your ass, it's potent. What's going on, my pretty pandas? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to another Gamers Talk. Da 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 da, Gamers Talk. Da 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 da, rain. Yeah, the intros on these are just gonna be completely random. So I had a very first world problems, but very difficult time trying to find out a way that I could incorporate something interesting into today's tea talk. And lo and behold, I found something from a viewer, Peter Turner. Thank you so much, Peter. You freaking saved the day. My viewers are coming to my rescue. But we are going to be talking about my past experiences with game consoles, from the first one I ever had to the most recent. And the first console I ever had, you guys know about, which was the GameCube. Oh my god. It worked with me for so many years, and now it's in an amazing home. So I'm just... Let me just pause for a second for dramatic effect. Okay, pause over. The GameCube was something that I never, I never thought of gaming before. One thing that my dad always loved was trying things out on me. I was a science experiment. I was the guinea pig in the family. And no, I don't have any brothers or sisters, but I was the one that they, did trials and errors with, basically. So this was one of them. My dad wanted to see if I was going to be into gaming at all. Basically I was. Ignore the rain. It's pouring outside. And whenever he got the GameCube, he got 3 other games that went along with it. One of them, you guys know, was Resident Evil. And I played that game to no end. I absolutely love playing that game. And then the other 2 were Zelda and the Wind Waker and Scooby-Doo and the Haunted Mansion. I know that's not the name for it, but it was Scooby-Doo and the Battle of Ghouls. I don't know. It was some mansion-style Scooby-Doo horror game, really fun thing that I love to play to death. I absolutely love playing that game. Now, this was back in, I believe, 2003? 2000? Wow, I'm old. And I remember my mom coming in and saying, "You could have just gotten her a Barbie game." Okay. She didn't sound like that, though. That's She said, "Joe, why are you getting her a zombie game? It has a lot of blood and a lot of gore and a lot of things that children her age really shouldn't see." Even though in Monopoly, you take people's homes away and you can basically buy everything with money. It's a very corrupt game once you look at it. I was allowed to play Monopoly, but in certain circumstances I wasn't allowed to play Resident Evil. Logic. So my dad let me play it. It was fine. End of story. I became the gamer that I am today because of Resident Evil. But then we go on to, I think it was 2007? No, it had to have been earlier than that. Yeah, I think it was maybe a year or 2 after the fact of me getting the GameCube. I got the Game Boy, and then a year after that, I got the Game Boy Advance. Now, for all my OG gamers out there, you guys will remember the Mario for the Game Boy Color and the Powerpuff. I've forgotten the name. The Powerpuff Girl games that were made for the Game Boy Color for Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, as well as the very infamous games that Pokemon had for the Game Boy Color, which I played nonstop. And I loved playing on the Game Boy Color because I never knew something with gaming could be so portable. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then we got the Game Boy Advanced, which was this cute pink Game Boy Advance. I remember playing it, and it had again Mario games on it and SpongeBob. SpongeBob was my favorite game to play on the Game Boy Advanced. Just epic. And then we come to 2006, which brings us to the Wii. And listen, okay, this was revolutionary to me. The fact that you could literally just wave the Wii wand thing and you could have things happen. I was easily impressed, okay? Easily impressed by everything. I absolutely love the Wii. That was the first console that I ever played Resident Evil 4 on, the Umbrella Chronicles, Dark Side Chronicles. I just played a lot of Resident Evil games for the Wii. The Dark Side Chronicles had to be one of my favorites, though, because it had such an enticing storyline. Now, back in 2006, YouTube was just becoming a thing, and whenever whenever I started like looking at different YouTubers, the first YouTuber that I really ever looked at was, I forget the name, but he did Scooby-Doo playthroughs, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, this is like the game that I had on the GameCube and everything. And it was one of those things where I absolutely fell in love with gaming on YouTube. And even though it was like this guy who was holding up a camera to his TV, and there was no such thing as game capture cards back then because gaming wasn't really popular to do back in 2006 unless you were a little boy. So here I am strolling up, you know, playing Resident Evil, but in reality it was just a really fun period. And then I didn't get another gaming console until the Xbox One, whenever I got that for my birthday when I turned 24. Now, how would I rate these consoles? From a scale of 1 to 10, the GameCube had to have been a 10. And for me, I'm going off of nostalgia here, okay, folks? Whenever I think of the GameCube, I think of the good times I had. You know, it distracted me from the eczema. Whenever I played the GameCube, I was not itching or scratching or doing any of that stuff. Like, I would just focus on the game. I would focus on killing those zombies, okay? I would be, like, literally, like, coming out of the shower and my skin like feeling like it was on fire, like having open wounds all over my skin, and wearing shorts and short sleeves, and I would usually just feel very uncomfortable with who I was. And when I was playing a video game, I forgot all about it. I forgot like the fact that I was itchy. I forgot about the fact that I looked like crap. Like, I forgot about all those things because it just took me into that world. Now let's see. For the Game Boy Color and Advanced, I would rank those, I'm collectively ranking those together actually, as both like a 7.5 out of 10, considering the fact that they did have certain things that would malfunction. I remember the battery pack on the Game Boy Advanced would not work after a certain point, so I tried plugging it in to my mom's phone charger one time and it melted the entire battery pack. Yes, I was that. I was that person. Rest in peace. Let's see, the Wii, I would definitely rank as a solid 10. For the time that it came out, it was definitely a revolutionary piece of equipment. You could do sports with it, you could do absolutely anything with it, and you could allow yourself to be further immersed into the game. Now that VR has come out, we have more immersive ways of putting ourselves into the character's shoes that we love, and I feel like it's only going to get more immersive. And with the Xbox One, listen, honey, it's my favorite console. It's the best console I've ever owned. Don't come at me. Don't at me, okay? Now, the Xbox One will definitely reign supreme in my eyes simply because I haven't tried the PS4 Ultimate Supreme thing, whatever it's called. I never tried VR before. I tried it briefly through Google, like the thing that you can put inside like a headset or whatever it is. I don't know. I tried it once. It didn't work out. Very clunky, very uncomfortable to use, but I imagine that the actual VR's headset is not clunky and uncomfortable. And plus, I love Microsoft. I love everything about Microsoft. The fact that it's integrated into the console itself makes it just 10 times easier to use. But yeah, that was my console history. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I honestly did not know what to make for this video today. Oh, thank goodness my viewers came in and saved the day. But if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below because that lets you know when I make a video. Stay casually nerdy, and I will talk to you all in tomorrow's video. Peace.